What is up, brethren? That's the name of the podcast. Brethren.
Brethren.
No, actually, it's
I am
the
Tony
boys.
Stark, specifically spelled like I sent you earlier.
Dude. Okay. Anywho, before I get into that, what's up, boys? I'm James, joined as always by the younger big brother from another newly engaged mother. Wait, what? Hold up. Rewind. I'm James, joined as always by my younger big brother, now engaged from another mother. Did I say that weird? That's so weird.
Yeah.
My newly engaged younger big brother from another mother.
That's a little bit better, yes.
You know what? I'm tired.
That's fair.
So we're gonna talk stuff. And that Iron Man thing, I've read that thing like 100 times.
I am Tony Stark.
I'm trying to understand it. And I like, even when you told me what it says, I'm still like, what?
I am Tony Stark. Tony is spelled P-T-O-U-G-H-N-E-I-G-H. Tony.
I am. You know what? Here. You know what? This is a YouTube exclusive right
now. I am Tony Stark. I am Iron Man. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Found it on the old TikTok.
YouTube exclusive.
I am Iron Man.
Let's just say it is spelled so bad. Even knowing that it's supposed to say Iron Man, it still sends me into a systemic release of death. Could be lack of sleep, but I am Iron Meningi.
Meningi.
That's what that's what I was looking at.
That makes me think of Noah Igbenogany. All right. Roll the intro. I am Iron Man.
If I would have seen that text before I made the room,
that would have been the name of the show. Boy.
Noah Igbenogany. I am Iron Meningi.
James, quick, on the spot. Garrett Wilson or pick 10 and Dynasty rookie draft. What side do you want?
Pick 10.
I kind of agree.
I mean, nothing against Justin Fields, but
I had somebody in the Dynasty League offer me it.
Offered you Garrett for the 10th?
No, the 10th for Garrett. I have Garrett.
Oh yeah, take that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna veto it. Ooh, I wonder if I'm gonna get one of those stud receivers with my first pick. Because aren't I pick 4?
Yeah.
Trade up for a review.
Yep. Well, I had him on the trading block because I'm basically capped out at wide receivers.
Trade up for a review, but I can't do anything with it. Oh, there it is. I did it react to my Burton and
Burton in the 10th. Burton,
who's everything must go.
That's the guy who finished with like all of the first round picks.
Isn't he the one who like traded everything to Bubba and then Bubba didn't win it again?
Yeah. And he got Bubba's first round pick. Yeah.
So Bubba's number 1 overall pick and he lost it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I got a first for Garrett Wilson because I have too many wide receivers. I needed to get rid of one of them at least.
I know this is random. When is the draft?
I don't know. At some point.
Posted it. Who won?
Justin Tugger.
Tugger? I barely know her.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, Justin Tugger. I think.
Let's see the draft board. That's so bad for I feel so wait. Bubba came in last and he doesn't have a pick to the 3rd round.
Correct. Well, he traded his first and got Christian McCaffrey and TJ Hawkinson.
He traded it for Christian McCaffrey, who hadn't played a snap yet.
Yeah, and TJ Hawkinson.
Oh my lord. Oh, Bubba. Oh, Bubba.
All right, that's our Dynasty League talk for the night.
All right, Joe. I'm gonna hit you straight up right away with the blind side.
All right, let's go.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, and then you got to guess who mentioned this to me.
Okay.
This is do you remember?
The 21st September.
Do you remember? Okay. Do you remember a full ass hanging out of pants at Walmart guy?
Hanging out of.
Oh, I thought you were talking.
No, hanging out of pants at Walmart guy.
This dude's full ass was shown at it was hanging out of his pants at Walmart.
Ryan.
No, I don't think it was a you visiting Walmart. I think it was when you worked at Walmart.
Oh God. I don't remember my time at Walmart, dude. You're talking. That was like a decade ago, bro.
He remembers it. Why don't you?
What are we talking about right now?
You know what's gonna be funny is I'm gonna misremember it. I did message him, but it was from Tommy.
Oh my God. I remember Gatorade. You should
what's Gatorade?
Gatorade. You should just message him Gatorade. See if he remembers Gatorade. So Gatorade was eyes upward of attractive college females. As we were both college guys. Eyes up.
Gatorade. H2O.
Yeah, that was actually the callback.
oh, was that like H2O was like the agreement?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Gatorade, H2O.
Yeah.
I mean, we had something similar. Not for that, but there was like when the manager was coming, we
Yeah.
would say something like, "Oh," and then
Yep.
quick, act like you're working.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, that was like a decade ago.
But you remember
Especially with Tommy
Gatorade.
working
You remember Gatorade.
there. Well, yeah. I
You don't.
was a 20-year-old horned up college kid.
But you don't remember the dude with his ass hanging out of his
No,
pants.
why? I'm just straight. I don't know what we're talking about right now. No,
I'm gonna tell him. When he responds to me, I'm gonna tell him that you forgot.
I don't know.
So, not to go back to fantasy, if I don't say anything at all, nothing happens. I don't have to like approve it. I just don't.
What do you mean?
The trade. I don't have to approve it or anything, do I?
No,
I just don't veto it.
correct.
Okay, veto. I just
One
told you.
I've had one that was vetoed, like that had a veto vote before. My Jordan Love trade had a veto vote. Yeah, it was the same. So I got Jordan Love from this guy for the pick that he's sending me back to get Garrett Wilson. So basically, I traded Garrett Wilson for Jordan Love, and
there you go. You got your pick back.
Burton. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Well, I'm sure Tommy will be very disappointed that you don't remember the butt cheeks.
Dude, I don't remember. I've seen a lot of butt cheeks in my life. I work in a blue collar welding shop.
I think over the next like whatever we talk about, this just needs to be on the screen.
I work in a blue collar welding shop, brother. I see butt cheeks regularly.
More than a nurse, right? Just straight.
No. Well,
Maybe.
see, maybe. Touch, definitely not. Oh shit.
Hey, are you ready, Joe? Dun, 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 dun. I am Iron Manigany.
Noah Igbinagni. Speaking of a blind side, I'm just gonna jump into mine here.
Okay, send it.
So, what would you do if you found out 55 years later that you were drafted into the NFL? 55 years after the draft.
So I didn't actually get to play in the NFL.
Correct.
I've been pretty mad.
Yeah, this guy was drafted. His name's Norm Michael. He was drafted in 1944 from Syracuse. He didn't learn about it for 55 years because they couldn't locate him, and he had enlisted in the army. He was he was reading over Syracuse players drafted into the NFL, and he saw his name. And that's how he found out.
That's crazy.
Like that would be like from 1944 to 1999, he did not know that he was drafted in the NFL. And he served in the U.S. military.
What he was? What position was he?
Fullback. But yeah, the Eagles drafted him. They couldn't locate him, so because he had enlisted, and like internet wasn't around, So it's just like, what are you gonna do?
So he was drafted, and not a single soul knew where he was.
No, no.
So he didn't even get like the signing bonus.
No, he got nothing. He was drafted in 1944.
So he's the real mystery relevant.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I saw a TikTok about it, and then I went on Google and like I had to look it up. And I'm like, well, hey, that could be something that I was bringing up. But yeah, he was stationed in Alabama at the time of the draft. So I'm guessing that they probably like called Syracuse to try and figure it out. But since he had already enlisted, he
was already
wasn't able
gone.
to be contacted or anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's crazy.
Wild. 55 years. Like if you got drafted today,
He wasn't in
like
the
this.
Army for 55 years.
No, I mean, he was a military man. Let's say he was in the military for 15 years, right?
But you're telling me in 15, even if it's 15 years, he never spoke to his family. The Eagles never contacted. Like he
No.
couldn't have been found.
Yeah, no.
But his family was definitely being able to.
I
They
mean,
contacted Syracuse. Like what? Like how does this happen?
well, I don't know if they contacted Syracuse. I have no idea what happened on how he didn't find out, but he did not find out for 55 years.
I'd be like, give me my money with inflation.
With inflation, yeah. Oh man, it was. I saw it. I'm like, that'd be like getting drafted today. You find out in 2080.
Mm-mm.
That's insane.
Well, since we're doing crazy stuff from the past, Joe, let's go ahead and do on this day in history. So on this day,
Wait, hold up.
what?
Hold up. I'm gonna break these transitions because these transitions are too clean for us. We went from blindside to a blindside that dealt with history to now this day. No, that's too clean for
Joe,
us.
we're getting
That's
great.
too clean. No, too clean. Too clean. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. Emphasis on the I.
Oh, here. Okay, there you go. So the transition's too good.
Yeah, so I had to stop it. I had to throw a flag on the play. Flag on the play and stop it.
Okay. We'll just sit in timeout for a second.
Do 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 do. I think we're both tired. I think we're both tired.
You're right. Maybe that's why the transitions was so good because we're not. It's just kind of happening. All right. So Joe, before the pod, I asked you to pick a number between 1 and 100. You chose 33.
Yeah, my option wasn't available to me. That's some BS.
So then you turn around and chose Von Miller.
Yeah, I couldn't pick Alonzo Mourning, so I picked Von Miller.
And Joe, for the noobs out there, what number did he wear?
Specifically on the Broncos, 58.
Why didn't he wear a different one?
Specifically on the Broncos.
All right. So
he wore 40 for the other teams.
You're right. So on this day, April 23rd, 1958. Today's 23rd, right?
Yes.
1958. Gil Hodges hit his 300th career home run, and Pee Wee Reese played in his 2000th game. That one's not as exciting as the one I wanted you to choose, which would have been 1954. So, based off of like the way I see it in the line, 1954, Hank Aaron hit his first home run.
Wait, was it last week a Babe Ruth stat?
And it was his first with the Yankees or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you go, Joe.
Lit.
Oh, this year, this specific year, this day, I mean, in 1950 was the first ever Major League Baseball game played under lights. So it was the first primetime game.
It was what?
It was
First
the
game under.
like the first ever primetime game. It was the first game
Oh,
under the lights. So
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I think my ear popped in the middle of while you were saying that, and I did not understand what was happening.
Rude, Joe. Rude. All right. So we're gonna do a mock draft in just a little bit. Yosef,
Yes, but first,
what are we doing? Here. Okay, yeah.
Caleb Clark is awesome.
That's a terrible transition, Joe.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Because I am Iron Man.
I am Agron Monegany.
The Tony Stark one was the best one, though.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, golly, brother.
They just wanted to put the silent P there. Like pterodactyl
Yes. And pseudo.
and pseudo. I'm trying to make a banner that says playoffs, but it's not working for me. So
Oh, you want Yas?
yeah, because that way we can just do NBA and NHL.
Yas.
We got the y'all. See, Joe is the emphasis. Joe is emphasis on the capital I. Like mine still says having whatever. I don't care.
I have a specific sticker on my water bottle at work that I cannot say on YouTube. Oh.
All right. So we got the NBA playoffs, Joe. You know, things are happening. I think most of the games are into at least game 2 at this point, or they're on game 2 now or after.
Mm-hmm.
So no surprises here. Thunder up 2-0. They're pretty much just manhandling.
50 points in the first game is absolutely insane.
Shout out part of my take. I agree with I think it was PFT that said it. If you lose by 50 in a playoff game, that's the series. No more. We don't need to see anything else. We don't need to see game 2, 3, 4. That doesn't
if that's the first game, especially.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's all you need to see.
If that happens in like game 3, all right, maybe you got
game 3, but it's got to be 1-1.
Yes, yeah,
it can't
that's
be
what I'm saying.
Down 2-0 game 3.
Like game 3 that happens. The series is 1-1. I'm gonna be like, you know what? Maybe the team had food poisoning, yo.
Right. Maybe something happened. Maybe they were gambling the night before. But we currently have 2 games going on right now in the East, which are almost identical scores.
I've not looked at any of them. I couldn't tell you anything that's happening.
All right. Well, Thunder
the
are
last
up
time I checked scores was yesterday while at work, so I didn't
Mhm.
see even the games last night.
Okay, well then let me fill you in. So where did it go? Okay. Thunder are up 2-0. Lakers tied the series at 1-1. Pacers are up 2-0. The Nuggets and Clippers series, that one's been incredible. 1-1. And the Knicks Pistons are 1-1. Now, the games tonight, Boston is beating the Magic in game 2, 61-49. And then the Cavaliers are beating the Heat 68-49. See how I said they're basically identical? The difference is the Heat game is not at halftime. The Boston game is in the third quarter. And the Rockets and Warriors play game 2 later. So, I mean, I think it's going the same way, kind of like what I kind of thought. But Lakers in 5.
We'll see.
I told you I'm gonna say it no matter what. I don't care if they win in 7. It's still Lakers in 5 because 2 of those games didn't count.
Yeah, they did.
No, Joe.
If it's Lakers in 6, I was right.
One more game. You're rooting for them to lose the series, but
yes,
you want for them to at least lose one more game.
I am rooting for them to lose the series. You are correct.
But at least one more game, because then you're right.
Correct.
So what if the Lakers win in 7? Then we're both wrong.
Yeah. Then they're even worse than I thought.
Fair.
Which I'll still take that as a W. So
no, actually, Joe, your best case scenario is the Lakers make it to the finals and lose. That way you can say you saw the Chiefs lose in the finals, the final game, and you see the Lakers lose in the final.
No, my best case would have been seeing them get swept in the first round.
Oh, did the Stanley Cup playoffs not actually start yet?
Oh, they did.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because they are. Yeah, because the Avs played 2 games already.
Yeah,
I know that.
Yeah, and the Knights and the Wild. I see it now. So we didn't pick these games, but I don't care. Jets and Maple Leafs. That's my pick to make it to the finals.
Avs.
Oh, we're being biased. Okay, Lightning.
Who said I was biased?
Actually, you know what? Give me the Florida team. I like both of them.
Who said I was biased?
Hey, Joe, do you know something cool?
What's up?
Since 2020, the team in the finals for the Eastern have been a Florida team 4 of the times. No, actually, all 5, I think. Because Tampa won back-to-back, and then they lost to the Avs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Florida lost, and then the Florida won. Yeah, go Florida.
I don't know who I'm picking to go against the Avs.
The Panthers.
No.
You know what? Florida Panthers, if you guys win the cup this year.
The team I want to root for is Washington, but I don't think they'll make it. So
low-key, I kind of want the Maple Leafs to make it.
So that's kind of what I was thinking, is going Maple Leafs. It's going Maple Leafs versus the Avs, and the Avs win because the Avalanche. Let's go.
I'm going to go with the. It's been a minute since Canada has won, right?
Oh God, when was the last time Canada won it?
I don't know. They got a lot of Canadian teams in this year. Edmonton, Winnipeg, Toronto, Ottawa, and the Canadians. So there's a lot of chances for a Canadian team to win.
Since I turned 1 year old. The last time was in 1993, according to ESPN.
Oh, okay.
It was June 9th of 1993.
Nice. Yeah, and my other stat was I just looked it up because it felt weird, but I was right.
So the last time a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup, a guy that was drafted in 1944 did not know he was drafted into the NFL.
Joe, that was too clean. That was too much of a callback.
That's where my head's at.
Well, Florida dominates the NHL. Tampa, Florida, and Tampa winning 2 and Florida winning 1 out of the last 5.
You want to hear a dumb joke for my work today? Man.
Sure.
All right. So I'm welding pipe right now, working with another guy. We're just fucking doing it side by side, fucking going welding this little tab on the fucking pipe and doing hundreds of them a day. And we finished one of the orders, and he goes, "You ready for round 2?" And I just looked at him. I go, "Usually when I'm asked that question, I'm a whole lot more excited."
So to wrap that up, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
Oh, I thought we were talking about fighting. Round 2, fight.
Innuendos, Joseph. Innuendos. You know what you did. You know what you did.
I am Iron Man.
No, it's I am Iron Monegany.
No, that says I am Iron Man.
It says I am Iron Monegany. I still can't even pronouncing it the way it's spelled. It's still my brain does not comprehend that it's AIGH earn Ron WRAUGH. It's the Monegany. That's what's throwing me off because there's no way in that says man, and you cannot convince me otherwise. That MN sound does not make a.
I don't
man.
think. I think the end is a typo.
Well, that makes it Monegany, and that's way cooler. I think
the end is a typo. Because
Monegany.
if you take out the N, it does make man.
Monegany.
No, it'd be Manen. Manan.
It'd be Megany.
No, it'd be man.
This is what happens when the draft hasn't happened yet. This type of stuff makes the show. This type of stuff. I am Iron Monegany. Apparently, this is supposed to say I am Iron Man. It doesn't. And that's supposed to say Tony Stark, but it says Patone Piscart.
Piscart. That says Tony Stark.
No, that's not the Tony Stark. You can't just put a silent P in there because you want to.
It completely can't.
No, you can't. It changes the way the sound comes out.
That says Tony Stark.
That says Patone Starke. This is the Aaron. Like that's what this is. That's how he would pronounce Tony Stark. Patone Piscarke.
That is Tony Stark. I promise you. That's how pterodactyl starts with a P. Pseudo starts with a P.
Pterodactyl also has the E after it. It's a different.
What?
It's a different.
I'm just getting used to it. Oh gosh. This says Tony Stark.
I hate you. All right. So last week. Yes, exactly. Patuffney. It says tough nay Starkway.
Tony Stark.
All right, so last week we did a mock draft, Joseph.
Oh, we did? Oh gosh.
We did. And here's a little preview of what we did last week. If it will pop up. Is it gonna pop up? Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. So this is what we did last week, Joseph. Looks good,
Mhm.
right? Looks good.
No, no, no.
Oh, I'm sad that you don't think that. So we're gonna do the exact same thing. No trades,
Mhm.
but I'm going to be odds and you're going to be evens.
That's good.
Dun dun
My,
dun.
yeah, that was last week's draft. We got a new one that we're gonna do today,
Yeah, and I already had to
and
look
I
and
need to pick for the Broncos and the Cowboys this day.
yeah, with my first pick on the clock here, I am taking the 20th best player in the draft, Cam
The
Ward.
20th best, the 20th best player in the draft. Yeah, yeah, fair. Uh, as much as so, is this a what we would do, or are we doing what we think they do? Because I know
Yes.
what I want to do here.
Yes. I know what I want to do here too, but I also went with what I think they're going to do last week.
Taking Travis Hunter.
But
As much as
you want to take Abdul Carter.
I do, I want Miles Garrett and Abdul Carter across from each other.
Agreed. That's what I want. We had this discussion last week. And then the Giants, who honestly, I mean, I think they'll probably take Carter if he's here, but I could also see them because I heard, I don't know if you heard, Browns and Giants are both listing trade offers.
Hmm. They
Um,
are.
so I could see someone trying to move up with
Hmm.
Cleveland and grab Abdul or Travis, whoever. But I'll take Abdul Carter here. I think no matter what happens, whether they keep it or they trade it, those two players are going 2-3.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Um, I have the Patriots here.
Mm-hmm.
I pick 4.
Mm-hmm. Also, I need to look. I need to look at the picture of. You know what? Can we do this? Let's go. Let me do this. I'm gonna put this back on the screen so we can like compare. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. So this was last week on the screen. I'll put this week. That way we don't
That way we don't what?
exact way.
Well, um, oh god, I just created a new tab by
Did you
accident.
hear me at all? Did I did I
You
freeze?
you froze for a second here, yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, but you're back now. You're fine. Everything's fine.
You
See
know,
now,
I was gonna leave that up, but I changed my mind. I want to see how different it is at the end.
how how much do I believe that they will see Will Campbell as a tackle with his short arms?
Well, they remeasured
Did they? What did it come back as? He's got
third
no.
as normal, 33.
Okay, then Will Campbell it is.
Dun dun
As long as
dun.
he meets the bare minimum, he's played left tackle his entire career. Started from day one, basically. They great left tackle. He was just a little small, and I can't remember how Vrabes usually goes for
Mhm,
linemen with it being a new regime.
mhm.
Also, if you saw what Shefty was saying, I do not think we were right last week with Mason Graham.
Well, we have a chance to correct that, Joseph.
Yes.
I don't remember who. Did we pick him to the Jags?
Yeah, we picked Mason Graham to the Jags at 5.
Oh,
Um,
you know what
it's
I think
looking like
happened?
Mason Graham might fall.
You know what I think will happen?
What?
We're not picking trades, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I've been going through the grapevine, hearing a couple things. I think this is where Ashton Genty goes. Whether the Jags trade or they take him. And then I think I remember know if you remember this last year. Uh Travis Etienne was a trade rumor last year to the Cowboys.
Yeah, he was a trade rumor to the Broncos too.
Yeah, so the Cowboys need a running back. Jerry Jones is talking out his ass again, saying the Cowboys are working on an amazing trade.
I think this is a. If the Bears trade up here, I think that's Ashton.
Well, I'm taking Ashton right there. He's going at spot 5. Because I do think I know we're not saying trades, but a trade is happening, Joe.
Mm-hmm. I would have gone a different way, but that's fair. So you went Ashton Jeanty?
Yep, sure did. Did you see the new song?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I saw it when there was like 1,500 likes on it.
It's not as good as the Cooper to Gene.
No, it's not. Ashton GT being gone, I'm going with Armand Membu.
I like that.
Right tackle. Then you have Colton Miller.
I also do think the Bears would trade up because to get him over the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think Genty's going 5.
Now, there is also a part of me that has a very strong inkling suddenly. Have we just completely bypassed the Raiders as a possible Shador destination?
Yes.
Like they never claimed they were out and they traded for an older quarterback. Tom Brady loves the Sanders family. Like, are we sure that's not on the table?
I mean, I'm pretty sure because I think Pete Carroll's not going to be there for a long time, so they don't really have a time to develop a quarterback. That's why they traded for Geno.
Correct. But that's to get a system in place.
Yeah. I mean, unless Pete Carroll goes back into the with Tom.
Pete could be the best coach in the world. That Raiders team is not winning a Super Bowl. They have one corner. They have one wide receiver. They have
their wide
two men.
receiver?
Jacoby Myers.
Who's their wide receiver?
Like
you didn't say Brock Bowers.
That's tight end. Like
I understand.
Drafting a running back. If they draft a running back, as a Broncos fan, great job, Raiders. You continue to Raider. What scares me is I had this thought today. If they draft Shador, I'm actually a little worried. That's what I don't want them to do. And you should like if the opposing fan base is scared of you doing something, that generally means that's probably a good move. I'm worried that they're going to draft Shador.
Why didn't you just put it on the table and pick them?
Because I haven't heard anything about it.
Okay.
And it's not what I would do. Like if I was the GM of the Raiders, I'm drafting Shador Sanders. But it's what I think they'll do. I haven't heard anything about it. But if I were the Raiders, I would draft Shador, have him develop behind Geno, build up the rest of your team. Then in year 3 of his rookie contract, he takes over and you have a good team around him. Ideally.
If Geno lasts for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Because Geno's not a quarterback that if he plays bad, they're not going to say don't Geno's not
yes,
a Russell Wilson or an Aaron Rodgers or
But that was a genuine thought I had today, and I'm like, oh God, I hope they don't do that.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, Joe, if that does happen, you said it first.
I have not heard it anywhere. Well, I haven't heard it anywhere since they traded for Geno.
Yeah, there was the whole what's you call it thing? The Raiders doing the.
You're frozen. You're back.
When he was doing the tweets after the Raiders wins or something like that, there was that thing that one time.
Yeah, because you get somebody And also the hate on Shador, I don't get. We just saw like accuracy and subpar arm strength can work for a rookie. And we saw it with Bo Nix.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why is everybody being like he needs to be like a late first round pick or a second round? Why? He's the most accurate quarterback ever in college.
Well, he's just gonna hate.
Like, don't get. I am not a Buffs fan. I am not a Shador Sanders fan. I'm just saying, like, why are we so certain? I don't get it.
I don't make the rules, Joe. I just work here.
Also, I hate to tell you, but if you're thinking that he's going to make it to the Steelers, he's absolutely not.
Well, unless you take him, he definitely is.
Oh, he's not.
So we got the Jets here. Who do I think they're going to take? Who do they need the most? You know what? I don't know how far you've seen Mason Graham falling, but I think this is a good spot for him.
This is a terrifying spot for him.
In a good way or a bad way?
Good way. Putting him next to Quinnen.
Yeah, that's why I think. I mean, it's the Jets, but Aaron Glenn, new coach, maybe he'll have like a better idea, better vision.
I have an inkling that it's going to be Tyler Warren. Just because all they have is Garrett Wilson as a pass catcher, but
that's fair.
Mason Graham makes a lot of sense. He's too good to fall too far.
And this is a very deep wide receiver class, so they can definitely pick one up or trade back in.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I got.
Are you goofy? I can't do a good Mickey Mouse impersonation. Oh boy. What's up, boys?
I don't like this one, but I'm gonna go with it.
YOLO.
Jalen Walker to the Panthers. That's all I've been hearing. And I've consumed draft content all week. All I've consumed is draft content this week. All I've heard is Jalen Walker to the Panthers. The linebacker out of Georgia. That's it. I haven't heard anybody else's name said.
That's the only name you've ever heard in the world.
Well, like as a pick to them, like I've heard other names be mentioned, being like, this would be an interesting take. This would be an interesting take, but they always finish with Jalen Walker's available. They draft him.
That's a fair take.
Like me, I would take Tetero and McMillan there, but I don't know. So you're on the clock with the Saints here. I had them taking Shador Sanders.
You had them taking Shador. I think the Saints are a very stupid franchise. I could see them taking Shador. I just don't think that they will.
It seems as though they're at least putting it out there. It could be a smoke screen, but they're saying that they don't want him.
Yeah, of course. Of course they are. Of course they are. They need a running back.
Could use a running back.
They could use some. I mean, it doesn't show it in their needs, but they could definitely use some offensive line.
Yes, they could use line. They could use basically an entire team.
Yeah, they just need to relocate and start over.
Like anything is available really for the Saints, because they're just capped out. Like they need to cut some of that money, and they never will.
Yep. So they got to draft. Well, their draft picks have to hit.
Yes.
So
They need the old Marshawn Lattimore draft.
Yeah, but let's get a cornerstone player, and go Kelvin Banks.
Kelvin Banks. I like Kelvin Banks.
Me too. The Bears are on the clock.
Pretty easy pick here. If they can't get Ashton Jeanty, they're taking Tyler Warren.
Dun, dun, dun.
And using him much like they use Sam Laporta.
That's fair. Now, for the Niners, ooh. Okay. Gotta pick the Niners. The Niners trade with the Cowboys. And honestly, I think we had them going later. I mean, they should potentially do offensive line.
Offensive line they should go trenches. Offensive line or defensive line.
I mean, if for some reason you got Mason Graham sitting there, yeah, they're gonna take him. They're not. It's gonna be like the Niners are on the clock. 1 second, the pick is in.
You're not wrong there.
And then they're gonna waste like 10 minutes of Goodell walking up there. But I'm liking Walter Nolan here from Mississippi.
Is that where you're going?
The only other one would be Jade Barron.
Okay.
But
I think they would go Walter Nolan as well.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm going.
I hate the late push that Walter Nolan got. He was somebody I desperately wanted at 20.
All right. Well, Joseph.
So Walter Nolan it is for the Niners.
Walter Nolan for the Niners, and the Dallas Cowboys are on the clock.
Boy.
Oh boy. Not the gumdrop buttons. In this instance, it's easy for me.
Is it?
Yeah. They're drafting a receiver. I will actually be shocked if they don't.
I will too, but I don't think it's the one that's at the top.
You don't think they're taking Tet?
No. I do not. Do you actually think they will?
If he's there, yes. If he's actually there, yes.
I think they'd want somebody with more speed.
I think Golden is their fallback. I think if Tet is there, they will take it. But this is your draft. I think a lot of people have Golden as that's who they're taking. But
I don't think Tet is still here.
Yeah, I mean, so I think he's on the board. But
I think 10 and 5 trade, right? Mm-hmm. And the Bears get Jeanty and the Jags take Tet.
Correct. I also don't.
So I don't think Tet is here.
Mm-hmm.
Is another thing that I'm battling. But if you think they would pick, I think they're so in on Golden.
I think that they're also in on Golden because they don't think Tet will be there.
I think it might be the speed thing.
Maybe.
I'll go with Tet. Hey, it's your team.
It's your draft. You pick who you want. Pick who you want.
Okay. Do we want more picks, right? Because I think the pick is going to be Matthew Golden. But up here, with how this board fell, I think I would absolutely take that.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to draft Matthew Golden.
Okay. Well, then draft Matthew Golden.
All right. Drafted Golden. I don't know where I'm going with that because I'm not going to feel right about drafting him anywhere.
because I just feel like with Tet, like if he is available, I think Dallas will take him. I do. I don't think he'll be available, but I think he'll take him.
I think the Jags would take him at 5.
Oh, you think you would take him that early?
Yeah. If they can't trade down, I think they take him at 5.
Maybe. All right. So I think this would be a different pick from last week for the Dolphins. Do you remember who you took?
Yeah, I took Will Johnson.
I think they'll switch it up because why would you take Will Johnson? My thing is spinning forever.
Because I like him as a corner, and if they trade Ramsey, who are their corners?
My entire everything is not loading. Am I lagging?
No, you're not on my screen anyways.
Like my mock draft thing just crashed. So all right, I'm going off my brain. I like Will Johnson, but his name isn't close enough. It doesn't start with a J.
Are you going with the Texas corner then?
I'm going with Jade Barron.
Jade, okay. Jade Barron, it is.
Same reason though. Same reason. Like Jalen Ramsey's gonna end up on the Cowboys. Tyreek Hill, and like the crazy trade that Jerry Jones is thinking about that he decided to just speak about. I will fight him.
I hate it. I hate it so
So
much.
the Miami Jalen's will be like last Jade Barron. Not as quick as Johnson, but he's pretty quick.
Do you want me to run through the picks to get you caught up?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get to the 20th best player. I can get through most of them. Will Campbell, nice at Genty, Raiders,
Membu. That's tackle. And then Mason Graham. Then Jalen Walker. I think he's like the 22nd-ish player.
Jalen Walker, Saints. I said they're stupid, but they're going to take
Kelvin Banks Jr.
Yeah, there he is.
And then Tyler Warren to the Bears.
Yeah, and then Walter Nolan. And then up for discussion, Matthew Golden.
And Jade Barron.
Right. I think in both of our drafts, I think we had at some point we had back-to-back Texas players going.
Yeah.
This is going to be a heavy Texas draft.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Colson Loveland for the Colts.
All right. Giggity. Ooh. Falcons need. Okay, in this instance, he's here. This is a crazy pick. He's not going to fall this far, but Tet's right there.
You're putting Tet with Drake London.
Yeah, why not?
Fuck yeah, that's who everybody's comping him to. Why not? I agree.
Yeah, why not? It's the Falcons.
They never draft edge like they need to.
Yeah, I mean, at first I was like, "Ooh, Mike Green," but no, give me Tet.
That's fair. So
I mean, they literally paid Kirk Cousins like all the money, then drafted Penix. So
Tet it is.
He's not going to fall to 16 or whatever pick.
Mel Kiper had him going 20 to Broncos, which I don't even want him. But
is that your dream scenario?
No, by no means. No.
You don't want Tet?
No. My dream scenario is Mr. Walter Nolan at pick 11.
to make it that far?
I need him to make it to the Broncos.
Or the Broncos to trade up?
Sure. I want defensive line in the first round.
This is where we had Jade Barron going last time.
Yes, correct. For the Cardinals, I don't know that Will Johnson fits them.
No, not really. I think this is the exact same discussion we had last week. I don't know if
No,
this player fits him, but
no, we were quick with this one on Jade because Jade
Well, yeah.
fits more of their scheme.
I know, but you had said Jade didn't fit the system of the Falcons,
Correct.
and I said, you know who he does?
Yeah. Do I think they could use Micah Green? I like Mike Green.
But what about Mike Blue? I'm sorry, it's Michael Blue.
Oh man, I'm gonna go with Mike Green. I wanted to go corner, but Will Johnson, I can't do Will Johnson to them for their scheme.
Okay, Mike Green it is. And then we have the Bengals.
And yes, Jade Barron is fast. Shea. But he's also small for a corner.
But his name starts with a J.
Yes. He's good. He's a great corner, but he is a little undersized. Little bit. He's not like very small. Like he's still bigger than Gator Go, but he's not 6'2" on the boundary.
All right, Bengals.
So you're up with the Bengals.
The Bunglies.
Yes.
Looking through the list, and you know what? The Bengals are confusing.
Oh yeah, they are.
They got that young kid who's a safety right now. What's his name?
Yeah, they have two of them, don't they? Two younger ones.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they go. Is it? I can't.
I could see him going with one of the edges. I could see him going D line.
Oh, I think they're
I
going to
could
go
see Jihad Campbell.
How do you say that? Jonathan Ezraku.
Ezraku, yeah.
That's what I'm going with.
Ezraku.
I don't think they're drafting offensive line.
Okay.
They should, but I don't think they are.
All right. Now, this is the one that I was like, I might take fucking Shador here. Fucking watch me.
Oh, Seattle.
Yeah. How do you get Sam Darnold to play well? You draft a first round rookie quarterback.
To be fair, Sam Darnold wasn't the starter when that quarterback was drafted.
But Gray Zabel's just sitting here. And I think
just sitting here.
I think he is probably the best pick for the Seahawks, period.
Yeah, he is kind of like a Seahawks kind of guy.
Yeah, I think he'll fit in on that offensive line very well.
All right. Good old Indy SU.
He's a good interior offensive lineman. But he's listed as a tackle on this. I think he's gonna play guard, but
yeah, well, it's offensive line. The good ones can play anywhere. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to select Jihad Campbell.
Really? Okay.
Uh,
Where the fuck is Will Johnson?
oh yeah, he's available here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Will Johnson.
You're picking Will Johnson?
Yeah, in my head, he was already drafted.
Oh, okay, good. I'm like, fucking hell, how far is Will Johnson gonna fall to? We had all right, here I am with the
This one is
Broncos.
so bad right now, Joe. This one's so bad.
Here I am with the Broncos.
Come on, Joe. There's some good players here.
I know, and I'm looking at what I want,
Yeah.
and what I want is right below the player I think that they're going to draft.
Oh, so what you want is James Pierce?
Nope.
Who do you want?
I want Kenneth Grant. I
Oh, you're
want
thinking
interior. I want defensive line, like bad.
bad to the bone.
But
Da-na-na-na-na.
what do I think they're going to pick? I think they're going to pick Emeka Ibuka. I don't hate Ibuka by any means. I think Ibuka is a really good player. I don't think he's superstar level good player though. I think you're getting a Jordy Nelson type, like at a ceiling. Like he was a good route runner, good blocker, good all around wide receiver, but was never one of the top 10 wide receivers in the league.
So you're taking
Emeka Ibuka.
Emeka.
He's a good blocker. He gets quick separation. I don't think they're going to draft a running back in the first round. I think they're trying to trade up to draft Ginty. I think they would draft Ginty in the first round. I don't think they'll draft one of the other ones in the first
Yeah,
round.
maybe. So then I will go ahead and take Shador.
Shador, you say?
Shador. I mean, this mock draft that I pulled up just to see doesn't have Shador at all in the first round.
Oh, geez.
Like this one has the Giants trading back in to get Jackson Dart.
Okay, so I am here with the Chargers, pick 22. What do I think they're going to do? Oh boy, I think they're going to pick Kenneth Grant.
If this is how the board falls, I think you're right.
Now, what would scare me is if they drafted. Where's he at?
Did we already pick him? Kemp Gadabo?
No. James Pierce Jr. There he was. He was right below Kenneth Grant. If they get James Pierce and he just explodes, that man's fucking scary. Scary.
So you think they're going Harbaugh connection?
Yes.
Is this going to be the San Diego Wolverines at one point? Or, I'm sorry, Los Angeles
Wolverines.
Wolverines.
Well, I think that they would have liked they would have liked ideally Colson Loveland. Because if 10 and 5 switch, right? Like that trade happens, and then Ashton Jeanty goes to the Bears, and then Tet goes 10 to the Jaguars, right? I have then Tyler Warren going pick 14 probably.
And then Colson Lovin dropping
And then
down
Colson Lovin dropping to the Chargers.
I don't hate that.
That's more or less what I actually think will happen. But with the board the way it fell, I think they would take the interior defensive lineman, the big nose tackle, create pressure from the inside.
I don't hate it. Don't hate it. So Kenneth Grant. Boom. Packers are on the clock. And where is he? Okay. I think they're looking to replace somebody who is potentially on the trade block. I think he is on the trade block, officially Jair Alexander. So I think they go for Speedy Gonzalez, big physical man, Maxwell Hairston.
They're taking Maxwell Hairston.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit of a reach. They might trade out of it. But he's big. He's aggressive. He's fast.
I mean, I'm not even going to talk about this one. The fact that he fell this far. It's Malachi.
Well, that's who. Isn't that? That's who I drafted for the Vikings.
Yeah, it's Malachi.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
He's if Malachi's off the board, let's say, right, since he was our pick both times for them, I think Amari and Hampton would be up there for that system. I think I would probably go. Well, me personally, I would like to go with Benjamin Morrison, but I didn't realize that it was double hips. I thought it was just one hip issue. He had both hip issues. So now I understand why he's so far down. Because I'm like, wait, why is this guy so far down here? I thought it was just one hip.
Well, there you
go. So the Vikings prime trade down candidate, they only have like 4 draft picks.
Yeah, and I think that you said last week too is that I think they're going to trade down.
Yeah, but Malachi Starks, if he's there, I wouldn't care. I'd take him because he fills a very upcoming need.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm not going to waste no time. Pick 25. Give me Josh Simmons.
Josh Simmons. Okay. Would they like Trey? Would the Rams like Trey Amos? Because I would probably put Trey Amos above Benjamin Morrison with the double hips. I didn't know it was 2 hips. I thought it was just one.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know if they would.
I mean, they might like Jihad.
Yeah. I'll just go Jihad. I really wanted a corner. I wanted a corner for him though.
Oh, what's the best corner available? Amos?
Yeah. But I'm going with Jihad. Jihad is the league loves him. He's probably actually going higher than this.
I think he fell far. I think he fell farther last week.
Yeah. I don't love any of the linebackers personally.
Well, then I think we go with the an easy Ravens pick, James Pierce.
Yeah.
That feels like a Ravens pick right there.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I'm on the clock with the Lions here. Okay. So this has Scorton higher, but I'm going with Shamar Stewart. He's a freak athlete. I think the people that he like his combine testing is like comparables to is like Jadeveon Clowney and Myles Garrett. He's a freak athlete. You put him just as a freak in one-on-ones because Aiden's getting double teamed on the other side. Mm-hmm. I'm taking Shamar Stewart.
Well, that's fair. So in this most recent mock draft that I saw, this has had the Commanders trading out of this spot with the Giants, and the Giants taking Jackson Dart.
I don't think they trade inside division.
I mean, I didn't realize this was the Commanders pick until I looked at it, and I was like, "That's crazy."
Yeah.
So
I have a pretty strong feeling with this one, with this board. Oh yeah,
this board, Omarion Hampton.
absolutely. I picked Travion Henderson for him the last one.
Yeah, and you reached so far, unless he hit.
I think they take a running back. I might be crazy, but I think they take a running back.
They probably will. All right, so you're on the clock with the Buffalo Bills. Dun, dun, dun.
They're taking Trey Amos. I was pretty cool with that. Trey Amos is very much their system style, I feel like.
Well, they're also going to trade the pick with the Chiefs and then take Trey Amos. We already discussed this. And the Kansas City Chiefs. They need some trench help. I guess let's go Josh Connerly.
Is there another one that I like? I'm just looking to see if there's other ones that are.
I didn't even scroll. I just looked at like the 6 or 7 top players right there.
Yeah, I'm just looking and seeing. Ooh, there's Tyler Booker.
Yeah.
Did you already make the pick?
No, I didn't actually make the pick. I was just like saying it out loud. But
Tyler Booker has been getting some buzz as of late, much like Banks has, and I think he's actually like the odds-on favorite to be picked for the Saints.
Booker?
Yes.
My only thing with that is the Chiefs weren't destroyed with interior.
But they traded Thune. They got rid of Thune, who was their left guard.
Well, he was playing left tackle.
But he was their left guard if everyone was healthy.
Yeah, I do like Booker. I said, when I first, I literally just had like the top 6 picks just showing there.
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah.
I mean, Connolly's fine. I looked at interior guys too, and then I saw that he was there. So
yeah, I like the Booker pick here. I do. And then you got the Eagles taking Luther Burden III. Good draft, Joe.
So who did you go with at 31?
Booker.
Booker. Fucking. I would rather them draft Josh Connerly Jr. personally. As
you don't like, well,
but that's because I think he's worse than Booker.
Yeah, Booker and Creed would be pretty bombing. I should have scrolled down before I was just like, Josh Connerly.
Yeah. God, do they do it?
Yes.
They do.
Wait, let me see what's available. Oh yeah, they do.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yep.
What am I saying?
Just do it and I'll tell you if I was right.
Okay. I picked him. Who do you think it is?
Here. I picked him too, so I can't change it. It's analyzing my draft.
Oh, it's analyzing mine too.
What college?
Georgia.
look, I'll even prove it because I'm gonna save it right now. Download image. And then we're gonna bring it up here, image file, and this one.
I actually think that because we had Malachi fall twice, And I'm
Wait,
wondering if we were
that's
thinking
not.
about
That's
it
the
wrong.
wrong one. There it
That's
is.
the right one. You picked Michael there. Good job. Proud of you. Yeah.
So let's just look at the difference here. So we both had. Oh, what did I do here? Okay, so we both had Cam going 1. So our top 4 is the same.
Correct.
All right, and then we got Ginty moving up a spot. Mason dropping down a couple spots.
Mambu going up 1 spot.
We're going up. So these 5, 6, 7 still in that same players, different areas.
Yeah.
We got Jalen Walker. Where did he go in this one? Didn't he fall?
Yeah, because I'm not a fan of him. He went 28.
Yep, to the Lions. Okay.
'Cause I'm not a fan.
All right. And then we have you're not a fan, but you picked him for the Panthers.
All I've heard is the Panthers want him.
Okay, and then Banks. He rose a little bit.
Yep.
Okay. I don't mind that. Tyler Warren to the Bears. Tyler Warren's over here somewhere. Oh, Seahawks. Okay.
Had Matthew Golden going 12 both times.
Yeah, Matthew Golden going 12. Who'd you have going to the Colts? Jihad to the Falcons. And Jihad really fell in tonight's draft. So yeah, that's a massive drop.
Yeah.
Who did I pick for the Chiefs last time? Or who did Connerly? Oh yeah, that's why you picked him.
Yeah.
We almost picked the same guy, Joe. So it looks like there's a couple that like we're matching, like James Pierce to the Ravens, Trey Amos to the Bills. Just a little bit of changes. Which one do you like better?
Oh, which one do I like better? The second one, because the Broncos didn't draft a running back in the first round that I don't think is a first round running back.
Well, they're going to, Joe.
I'm sure they will. They do things I dislike all the time.
Yeah. Well, I think we nailed it, Joe. We crushed it.
I am Iron Man. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Iron Man.
Monegamy. Could you imagine Robert Downey Jr. and I'll run Monegamy. Joe, I'm tired.
Same.
Well, so that's our mock draft. Draft is tomorrow, right?
It is.
Words. That means I'm gonna be really tired on Friday because I'm gonna stay up. Actually, I don't have to stay up to like pick 25. I can just stay up till Dallas is gonna fucking trade back. I remember the Travis.
They're gonna draft at 12. You're going to go to sleep, and they're gonna trade up it back into the first round
and get some bomb, some awesome dude.
Yeah, that's what'll happen.
I mean, you're probably right. But I remember one year they had an early pick, and I was like, yeah, Dallas is going to draft early. I'm going to get to go to bed. And that was the year they traded back and then drafted Travis Frederick, and everyone booed.
Yeah. One of the drafts I listened to today had Membu fall to him. And they're like, that might be the luckiest thing that could happen to the Cowboys.
I'll believe it if it happens. Where do we have him going?
6 to the Raiders, I think. Yeah, 6 to the Raiders.
Oh, we have him going to the Jets here.
Yep.
Why isn't it switching? Is it switching? I don't know what's going on. What did I do? Did I break it?
Maybe.
Oh, there we go. All right. So I'm going. So in the top 10, in the top 7, he's not going to fall. He's not going to fall. Neither one of the tackles are going to make it.
Kelvin Banks might.
No, I think he's going to go right before. He'll get close, like here. I don't think he gets past San Francisco.
I think San Francisco's going to take Walter Nolan. And it's going to make me very sad because he's who I really want.
No, the Niners are going to trade back with the Broncos.
And I get Walter Nolan deal.
And then the Broncos are going to draft Kelvin Banks. They're going to trade up and draft Omarion Hampton. Oh, let's do a quick baseball standings update. The Yankees have 15 wins. The Cubs had 15 wins. Cubs are better than the Yankees.
The Cardinals bullpen is trash. What else is new?
What's their owner's name?
I don't know. Anheuser-Busch? I don't know.
Who's the guy you wanted to get fired last year?
Oh, God. What's his name?
I don't know.
I can't think of his name.
You said it for like 5 minutes straight last year at some point.
Ollie Marmol. No.
Oh, let's do a score update.
No, he's the manager. Oh, they.
What? Score update, Joe. The Celtics did end up hanging on to defeat the Orlando Magic to go up to a 109-100.
Heck yeah.
And the Cavaliers and Heat game, with about 7 minutes to go, it is a 9-point game. Heat 91, Cavaliers 100.
Oh. Let's go Heat. Even though I don't want them to win. Oh, hi, Shay.
She just walked by. Hey. Well,
I was swung to the side and I saw her.
Did you even know she was there?
Nope. I didn't know she'd gotten home even.
He was in the zone.
Auto zone.
In the zone, down to the T-bone. I got nothing. Shit. The boys are available everywhere you get your podcasts, except for Google Podcasts, because Google Podcasts, it couldn't handle the boys. So they're like, you know what? Let's just shut it down. Let's just give it. So leave comments, rate 5 stars or 1 star. Be honest. I don't care. Because we like you. And
give us something interesting to talk about.
Just, you know what, honestly, just comment, I am Ira Monogamy.
Yes. Iron Man.
Iron Monogamy. It's monogamy. It's not man.
Iron Man.
Well, I'm going to go to bed, and I'm probably going to dream about Iron Man saying he's Iron Monogamy.
All right. Hasta.